Hi there, my name is Ari, and this is my first video. I want to talk to you today about what to do when you want to save money in your home when you're building it through a production builder. And I'm specifically interested in talking to you from the consumer perspective and tell you my experience. I've actually had a chance, my family and I have had the opportunity to build two homes in our lifespan. And the last one was about 5 years ago. And just like all of you will have to deal with, we had to go to the design center and make decisions on what our house was going to look like. Um, so I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, but this weekend I kind of saw a few videos out there giving advice on what to do at the design center and what to avoid. And I got kind of confused, and more than confused, concerned about the advice because I thought it was a little counterproductive in terms of what it achieved. And while the advice was completely well intentioned, I think it is not based on correct assumptions. And so I wanted to bring that up and see if I can help clarify a little bit some of the assumptions and some of the decisions that are made when you go to build your home and have to make choices at the design center. So, couple of things happen when you go to the design center from your builder. You have to make several layers of decisions. The first layer of decision has to do with um, more structural items, like, for example, what's your elevation going to look like? What's the actual look of your house? Is it going to have a porch? Is it going to have a double height entry? Is it going to have an extended garage? It's going to have a three-car garage, a two-car garage, things like that. Well, those decisions are very important because there isn't anything that is decided at this moment that you can actually change, or if so, if you can change it, you cannot change it at a low cost. For example, you can add if you decide at at the design center that you want a two-car garage, but then 2 years down the road you decide you would like to expand to a three-car garage. The complications from the structural perspective, as well as the cost, is going to be a lot more than if you had made that decision to start with when you were talking to the builder. The other thing is the elevation, having a porch or not having a porch, is also something that's fairly costly to add. And so make those decisions to start with. Yeah, you may think that you're going to save money down the road, but I guarantee you that you're not. These are really relevant costs. It's not only going to affect the actual construction itself, but it's also going to affect the structure. And you don't know if you have to deal with major issues in terms of the soil, um, the structural foundation, permits, and things like that. So make that decision early. Even if you're thinking, okay, um, maybe you're gonna stretch a little bit your budget. Obviously, stay within your budget, but do the best you can to accommodate for expanding your family, for things that you are more sellable, like a three-car garage versus a two-car garage. Obviously, has more sellability opportunities when you're down the road going to sell your house. If you're not thinking that this is the house you're going to stay for at least 30 years. But then there are some other decisions that are not as hardcore. You might not want to try to change these. For example, anything that's inside the house that can be that has a lifespan, like your there goes your plumbing fixtures, light fixtures, your finishes. Those are more borderline. Okay, now you have more choices in there. I would say most of those things, do the best you can to get the best you can afford, even if you're thinking that you're paying a premium to the builder. And I'm going to tell you why. Example that I saw in one of the videos actually the example that made me make this video. Flooring. Flooring has a lifespan, and depending on what you get, it's a shorter or longer lifespan, obviously. And There's no way you cannot get the flooring, you cannot get the finishes. If you're financing your home through a bank, you're gonna have to have something installed for finishes. Flooring, carpet, tile, wood, vinyl, whatever it is, you're gonna have to have something installed. So there's no way around these. So let's say, example, you decide that, well, you're thinking, well, maybe I can actually replace that floor sooner than later. Let's say day two, I bought the home. Let me get the cheapest carpet, because that carpet I'm looking at that I really like the builder has is costing me $25 a square foot or $32 a square foot, and the carpet I want cost about, you know, $5 less at the local home improvement store installed. So, yeah, good decision. Instead of buying $32 worth of carpet, I'll buy $25 worth of carpet at the store, but then I will just put the $5 carpet right now. Um, so I don't have to, or the $10 carpet, so I don't have to really pay the builder the extra cost. And I'm saving a truckload of money. Buku money. I think those were the terms used in those videos that I saw, that so you're saving a lot of money. There were never actual numbers disclosed, but you're saving a lot of money, whatever that means. So let's do the math. With the $10, let's still use 10 because it's easier, but I'm sure you can find a cheaper than $10 carpet from your builder as a base. $10 carpet installed. That's the one you're gonna buy, because you're gonna get your $22 or $27, whatever it is. Let's say 20, to get round numbers and not get, too complicated in my math out here trying to do the video at the same time. So your $10 carpet you're buying, you're replacing day two of ownership. You're still gonna be paying for 30 years. Don't forget that. So I did the math on whereabouts kind of close to that $10 carpet. 30 years finance is gonna cost you $19. So you're really paying $19 for a square foot of carpet. One room, let's say 1,000 square foot worth of carpet. A couple bedrooms and the like in a hallway, whatever it is. Then uh, um, you have you have about $10,000 worth of flooring in there. And now it's not 10,000, now it's $19,000 worth of flooring. You can't get rid of that cost. That cost is going to stay with you for the next 30 years unless you sell the home. And on top of that, you're on day two of ownership, you're pitching that carpet, but you are not pitching the bill. So your next carpet that you say is not, you don't want to pay the builder the $30 or the $22. What you're doing is, when you come in and you pay your $20 carpet installed, you gotta say that carpet, because the builder wanted to get $25 from you and you only wanted to pay 20. The carpet's actually costing you double. You have your $20 that you're paying for the carpet plus the $19 you're still paying for the carpet you pitched. So now you're talking almost $40 a square foot of carpet. Be careful with that stuff. Especially, what's tricky is that in general, you will not be able to know most of the cost of the items you're buying from the builder. You will only know how much is the upgrade. The base cost is not disclosed. You say the cost of the house is X, Y, and Z, so many hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it includes this level flooring, this level tile, this level kitchen cabinets, this level plumbing, this level of fixtures. All you will get is the additional to pay for. So the base will always be there and you'll pay for it for the next 30 years. So, with that said, my advice is, take a look at what you can live with if you're trying to watch your budget, and what you absolutely will want to replace. And do not pay the premium to the builder, because that is actually your best bet in terms of cost. Anything you replace before its lifespan's done, you're still gonna be basically paying. You have to add that to the cost of whatever it is you buy. So you're not really adding to your savings. So I recommend, this is kind of what we've done when we've done our homes. Do the that, like I talked about, elevations and garages. Do the best you can afford. Do the nice elevation. There, it doesn't pay that you build these You are so excited about building your home, but then you cut your corners and basically shoot yourself in the foot in terms of, the look of the house. You want to enjoy this house for whatever length of time you live there. So get a house you like. Get the elevation that gets, gets you excited. Pay a little bit more for that. At the end of the day, that is something you can't change down the road, or you won't change down the road. Get the maximum number of garage parking places you can. Get a 3-car garage, a 2-car garage, whatever the maximum um, is allowable or offered in your location. Sometimes the size of the lot won't allow you to get a bigger home, a bigger garage, or setbacks will not allow you to have a bigger garage. But if you can, go for it. If you absolutely can, go for it. Those are major changes. Light fixtures. There are places, for example, your foyer, your dining room, your kitchen. Upgrade those fixtures, and maybe everything else you can live with for a little bit for the next 5 years or so, and then down the road you keep replacing those. Those aren't as big a cost as, let's say, plumbing fixtures. Toilets. Upgrade your toilets if that is something that is relevant to you. Upgrade them now. Don't upgrade them day 2 or year 2 of ownership. Do it now. And the other thing is, yeah, like what we're talking about, your flooring. Always make sure there's certain flooring finishers that may not be worth the upgrade, but some others may make a difference. Like, for example, the carpet advice example we're talking about. Don't get the cheap carpet, because you're going not even a year down the road, you're going to want to replace it, and you're still going to be on the 30-year mark for payment on that carpet. So get an upgraded, the best you can afford, and something you like, so that you're not thinking about it that 6 months down the road you hate the carpet. It's your home. You want to enjoy it. Ceramic tiles are usually what the builders offer, is decent. So don't worry too much about that unless you have a specific look in your mind that you want, and then that will merit that upgrade. Wood flooring is tricky. Sometimes the builders offer um, products that are borderline low grade, get a little bit better. However, every time once you get to the wood territory, you're fine no matter what you get. That will get you the maximum benefits when you're gonna sell your home, and it's gonna be nice. The issues I can make a complete video about wood floors at another time, but that's um, that's a long conversation, so I'll leave that for later. And when it comes to vinyls, well, I would say if the choice is between vinyl and tile, go for tile unless you're talking about luxury vinyl, then that's a different story. Countertops, um, get a nice countertop that you know it's gonna be there for at least 10 years. And in general, make sure that what you get day one when you move into your home is what you were dreaming of. There's gonna be a lot of stress, a lot of cost, a lot of sacrifice in the process of building a home, and a lot of times there are some decisions that you think are gonna save you money that won't. So a lot of times, I mean, don't underestimate the builder. Those people, they've been probably developing homes for years and have done thousands of homes, have dealt with thousands of families. They know the trends. They get the right people involved to choose colors and finishes and things like that. They do generally, um, I don't want to use the word chipping up, but they go on the less expensive on things that you'll have to replace that are not in the design center, and I'll probably do another video for that. But overall, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Um, do the best you can. Finance, you're gonna pay for 30 years for a floor that eventually it's really not gonna live 30 years, but try to extend it as much as you can. If that means forgetting a little bit day one, so be it. Down the road, it'll pay off. All right. And I just wanted to tell you, this is my view as a consumer. Like I said before, I do have training, professional training. I am a registered architect in the United States. So, and I've been practicing the profession for about over 30 years. So, I, while I don't build homes, I kind of get an idea for what I'm talking about, and that's kind of why I wanted to make sure to put this video out. And I would like let me know if this is something that helps and piques your interest, and maybe I'll make more videos. Talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.